do a very few quick highlights. You know, when Jersey ends, we're gonna probably spend more time on the art on the OC. Uh we start, and I mean, Tamra liked a photo of Alexis and John dating. Tamra's like online saying she didn't like that photo. She liked another photo. I don't even want to follow this. Shannon is saying she's lying. I mean, in a way, nothing happened this episode, but I'm losing my voice. There's more Alexis versus Shannon. Alexis gets up. You know, I find Alexis and Gina are trying a little too hard. I'm not reading it as authentic. I mean, Alexis has to stop with these, there's the door, she had a door, and we're weathering the storm. Like, we get it, girl. You knew you were coming back, and you practice all these one-liners. I said on another show, Marisol Patton hired a speechwriter. That's what my good friend Anakin Kose said. I mean, did Alexis hire someone to write these like nuances? She says, any storm that Bador wants to create, find a tornado. I don't even know what she's saying. Stop making puns about Bador and storms. We get it. There's a storm a coming, and her name is Shannon. Okay, so they seems rehearsed. Tamra, we find out, is not a good friend to Alexis. Shocker. To Shannon, everyone's talking behind everyone's back. Did you see this thing going on online about Shannon, about Vicki versus Alexis, Vicki versus Tamra? My God, what is wrong with me today? I can't speak. Nothing. There's this fight between Vicki and Tamra, which is nothing new. But my whole thing is like, can two things be true? I don't like Vicki. I don't like Tamra. I find Vicki in the real world more annoying than Tamra, but I find Tamra to be just a black soul of a person, just a like evil, just like she has like an evil soul. Okay. Anyway, Vicki now has her podcast. Good luck with that. She says Tamra's RHOC storyline is going after people. Yes, we get it. The RHOC cast is afraid to go against her. I agree with that. She says that she's not afraid to go against Tamra, and everyone is. She says no one talks about why her daughter, Sydney, doesn't talk to her. Listen, these are two experts. Vicki goes low. Vicki's going low. Nobody talks about why her daughter doesn't talk to her. I mean, she has a point. Nobody talks about her relationships. They don't, because they don't want to go there with her. They just stay back. Everyone's afraid to kind of question her on things. I would agree with that. And Vicki says she's not. And Vicki says, she's just such a toxic person. I've forgiven her. I've moved on, but I want nothing to do with her. I think Vicki has lots of valid points. Then I think Tamra has lots of valid points. She's clapped back at Vicki, and she has said that Vicki is, using her for clickbait. There were comments on Twitter, and Tamra chimed in. She said, yes, she's using me for clickbait, trying to get that podcast at the top of the charts, like two T's. And she's saying that Vicki needs the money. Well, I mean, Tamra does have a point. She's earning like, $900,000, and Vicki is earning zero from RHOC or whatever the hell she got, her little pittance to go back as a friend of. I would say I'm team nobody on this. I find them both just horrible. Okay. But anyway, so there's that. Teresa chimed in. Shannon is basically saying, she tells us that John smiles now, because I've actually noticed this. John is smiling in all the pictures with Alexis, never smiled with Tamra. She's saying that John is smiling because he has new teeth, not because he's happy with Alexis and was miserable with me. Well, Shannon, I don't know about that girl, but she says it's John's new teeth. All right, so now we know why John's smiling. You just keep telling yourself that. I love Katie, the new girl. I'm liking her. I'm really liking Katie, the new girl. A hot husband alert. Anyone else think that Katie's husband was hot? I thought he was really cute. Definitely interested. Definitely interested. So I would him and Ryan. I don't know. Can you imagine if Jersey had guys that looked even remotely like this? Instead, we're left with like Benigno, Joey Gorga. Oh my God. Frank Catania, I know you guys think is hot. He's not my thing. Paulie. Oh, to me is like the worst of the worst. Louis, um, can't New Jersey get some hot guys? I think that Katie's husband is hot. Oh my God, I like him. Jen Pedantry, her father's paying for things and co-signing. But even this final scene between Gina and Pedantry seems like Gina is acting. It just seems like she's acting. Like she's like, I always find it strange, like when like a Crystal Kong can come on and say, "Oh, I'm gonna go against Anne Marie Wiley. I finally found someone I can go against." Like it falls short. You wouldn't go against Kyle. You know, you would never go against Erica because like those are the big dogs. So I mean, the fact that like Gina now has somebody, she's picking on Jennifer Pedantry, that whole scene about the rent, and I get it, it's her reputation, just seems so overacted. Her and Alexis are overacting. To me, there you go. Emily, I mean, I guess she has something to say. I don't really know. People are questioning Jen Pedantry. What does Ryan do? Well, honey, we're about to find out. He apparently is that $16 million worth of gambling. Heather Dubrow has her party. She's serving a mouche bouche, and Gina has never seen food that is so small in her life. I don't really think much happened. I think it's still a decent season, but it has potential to be really boring. I'm not sure that this episode does anything to move this season forward. Shannon and Heather are at it again. They kind of come to an understanding. Everything is okay between them. Guess that's the least of Shannon's problems these days. So I don't know. Not a bad episode. Not a great episode. I don't really have much more to say about this because, like, let's let in Andrea Lopez, to do a little bit of Teresa. We're phasing out Jersey. It's almost over. We'll spend a lot more time on the OC. We have guests coming on. We have a lot going on. I don't know. Is there anything else to say about this episode? Like, the thing is, we know Shannon and Alexis aren't going to get along. We know that Tamra is just a scumbag. It isn't to nobody but Tamra. So we need something new. We need something new. So good episode, not great. It has fallen from the first episode for me, but I want to hear what all of you think. Does anything else really happen? Emily and Gina are bothering me less, I guess, than normal, but I feel like I haven't given them any credit, and this is the first season. But loving Katie. She has lots of potential. And yeah, does anyone else like Katie, the new girl? I mean, she hasn't done anything. Just remember, we're gonna hate Katie in 2 seasons if the damn show is still on, because that's how they do it. But loving Katie, Dubrow for me still does no wrong because I love the money. And Shannon, I do feel for Shannon. I do, right? I mean, get your life together, girl. Stop the DUIs. But like when she leaves and goes to the bathroom and then Tamra follows her and Shannon's like, "What are you doing?" It's almost like a breaking of the fourth wall moment, right? She's just like, "What are you doing? You fucking hate me." Um, yeah. And let's face it, Tamara's not concerned about her drinking, and that's not why she canceled Trace Amigos. It was because, that other moron, the fucking Nat Teddy, is like, why going on tour with that when you have a podcast with me? So, all right, let's let in, I guess, should I be more positive, you guys? Let's let in Andrea Lopez, and we will be talking about all that is. Um, all that is New Jersey with Teresa. Okay. Are you guys excited for the alternate reunion? I'm not. They taped it, and it's like the only one floating between the two rooms is Dolores. It sounds boring to me. All right, let's let in our Teresa Andrea Lopez. I'm sorry, guys. I'll be more positive about the OC next week. This is all we got, you guys. This is all we got. So, David, you better get on board. And by the way, if you like this episode of the OC, I don't want to rain on your parade. It ain't Jersey. Let's be positive. It's better than that.